All right, we're live. How are you doing, Fede? How's your week been?
I'm doing good. It was good. It was not big, but I had a birthday yesterday, a birthday party. So it was.
Mhm.
And right now, I was reading about. Did you see they announced Copilot Workspace? It's like Swift, but from Copilot.
Oh, the
So
Microsoft?
yeah, might be good.
Yeah, I think they're charging 30. That's when it's built into the operating system.
No, no, it's just in GitHub. It's just
Oh,
I think it's
yeah. Yesterday they had the GitHub Universe event, but
right.
I didn't see anything that was like. I guess it just streamlines it within Visual Studio Code, right?
No, it like understand your issues and suggest like ideas on how to resolve them. Same as Swift.
Do you have it going on right? Do you have it
But
inside now?
I don't think it's they just announced it. Send the link here if I can connect.
Yeah, if you post it in the comments.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, I did see, I was watching a little bit of it yesterday, and the ability for you to specify, like create unit tests, and then within the, you know how the GitHub has their own development environment, you can specify like, all right, go over here and create me a test file for these
oh,
functions.
nice.
It's,
Well,
it's pretty cool. Maybe well, I haven't paid for it, but you have it, right? You pay for it.
yeah, yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
really useful.
yeah, try it out, and then yeah, maybe we can discuss next week, like your thoughts on Copilot doing actual development. See if it actually speeds you up, right?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's available yet, but I sent the link. I can send it on the comments. I don't know why it's failing, but
Let me
it's
see.
on our private chat.
Let's see if I can post it. I
There.
can post. I don't know if maybe I don't have. So you can see. There's the link. Enter new tab. What? Anyhow, so get or open AI is down again. I think the APIs are working, but Chat GPT is down, so I wasn't able to get to my daily blog. I intend to do it because I have a good streak going.
Yeah,
I'm doing the streak. I did find one project that's pretty interesting, so I'll blog about that if they ever bring it back up. But apparently, someone in so they're being DDoSed by some people in Middle East. They claimed responsibility for it.
oh yeah, yeah. I saw that they were planning like to roll the ability to create GPTs to everyone, but yeah, they can't do it right now.
Yeah,
Uh,
good timing by them makes them look really bad because it's 2 days in a
yeah,
row.
someone is trying to make a swarm of agents, probably.
I mean, you probably want to because they're doing like revenue sharing, so you want to flood that market with as many bots as possible, so you can try to
Yeah,
make some.
and the thing is now you can like create assistants that create another assistants, so it's like
Mhm. Endless.
infinite assistants. Yeah,
But OpenAI is really good at like rate limiting, so I'm surprised
yeah,
that they haven't. I get hit, you and me get hit, but the rate limits nonstop all the time. So I haven't heard back from them about increasing ours, but they're probably too busy right now. So we probably won't hear from them for a while.
yeah.
They're trying to figure out. So this leads to the problem that if OpenAI goes down, we go down. So we need to look at other options. There is Llama 2 running. You can run on Replicate. Um, so maybe that's something to look at. I can send you the link. So there's the link there. Replicate.com blog run Llama 2 with an API. So
Okay.
but I don't want to host a whole LLM because that's expensive. So if someone's offering it as a service, maybe we'll use that as our. But it's got to be from a reputable company, so we'll probably have to do a little bit of digging into the vendor. I know Replicate's been around a while now, so
Yeah, I've used Replicate a few times.
yeah.
But I don't know how are the rate limits with Replicate. I don't know. I guess you need to pay, right?
Yeah. So I mean, this will be the backup, right? So
Yeah,
maybe kick around the tires on Llama 2, make sure it's not like, I mean, we're using Palm 2 for a backup and it's just like ridiculously
stupid.
dumb.
Yeah.
I'm just like, what are you guys doing over there at Google? You guys they invented transformers, right? Like in 2017. And
Yeah.
like way back. But those
I
guys,
guess yeah, they are putting everything on cloud. So yeah,
they gave up and they put $2 billion into their competitor.
yeah,
So yeah, anthropomorphic doesn't offer an openly available API. You have to be on it's a closed beta, so we don't have access to that. But maybe we can do this replicate thing with Llama 2. Uh, so long as it's better than Palm 2. Palm 2 is just like it was like a apology. I was like, oh, I was like summarize this thread, and it was like, oh, I'm sorry you're disappointed with me.
I
Like,
don't know what
oh,
do you mean.
so, but we do need to have that. Are you doing it with like um, API shim or like an abstraction where we can plug and play different providers?
No, for now, yeah, we're just fallbacking to PAN. So if we get like I think it's a specific exception that the system is down. So if we get that from OpenAI, we just use PAN.
Okay, yeah. Using the rule of thumb, this is what I've heard. You do one implementation. You have um, you can pretty much copy your code. You do a different implementation, and the third one, you should have enough data points to create a really good abstraction layer. Then you know all the nuances and stuff. 3 data points is a good one where you start doing abstraction. So take a look at this. Replicate Llama 2.
Okay.
Optionally, I don't think that one's the best one out there. You can look at the leaderboard from Hugging Face, see who's number one at the top. It is a concern that these folks that are doing these new models are just optimizing for the benchmarks. So they might like crush the benchmarks, but they're just dumb for everything else. So it gets some publicity to get on the top of the board, but doesn't necessarily mean it's a better overall model. It's just really fine tuned for that benchmark. Right. So drying shirts could be one. So I did yesterday I did a blog on, or I actually did it this morning. No, I did it yesterday, but then I cleaned it up today. Comparing Palm 2 with GPT-4, and across the board, GPT-4 does better. And the blog is about reasoning. Like if you have 5 shirts that you're hanging out to dry, and now you want to do 30, how long is it going to take? And GPT-4 is like, I understand you can parallelize it. You don't have to have, unless there's a limitation on like how many you can hang at one time, it's the same amount of time, right? And meanwhile, Palm is doing, at first when I said it, it gave me some, just responded with a wacky number. And I was like, all right, explain your reasoning. And then it came with the right number with some, or still wrong, but like the logic.
It had more sense. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like, oh, you can do, each shirt takes 5 hours to dry. So it's going to take 5 times 6, 30 hours. And I'm just like, okay, well, at least you're getting there. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with Google.
Maybe OpenAI is just too good.
Well, usually what will happen is you'll have like if you're working at OpenAI, you don't want to leave OpenAI because that's going to make you rich. Like it would be really stupid to leave OpenAI and then go work for Google, right? Unless Google's offering you something ridiculous in terms of compensation.
Yeah.
So for a while they'll have a moat where everybody's like sticking around until they IPO or whatever, right? But after that, that know-how will start spreading to other companies.
What about the one from Elon? Did you request access to that one? How it's called? Grok, I think.
Grok, yeah.
Yeah.
I have not. I don't know. I don't think they just. I thought they were just doing screenshots. I don't think they're actually making it available as an API.
No, not as an API, but yeah, I think you can like sign up. It's not available in my country, it says, but I
So
think you
let's take
need
a look.
to pay for Twitter Blue or whatever it's called.
So here's the current leaderboard. Oh, this is I did a blog on this one yesterday. So this is actually a smaller model and it's crushing across the board. E. So this might be the one that if we can find a hosted version where we just pay for an API per API call. Share instead. And it's only 34 billion. So I don't know how this person's destroying the leaderboard unless they're just like super fine tuning to the benchmark with like half the parameters. I don't trust these numbers. When you start playing around with it, you're like, actually, this thing's pretty dumb. So, and we also want safety. So we need to make sure that there's, you can't have it tell you how to break into a car or cook meth. So we need to have kind of a benchmark for ourselves if we do use any of these open source ones that they're not. They have some amount of protection from saying things that can get us in trouble.
Yeah.
So yeah, go ahead and take a look at that. See what the options are on Replicate. I'm happy to set up an account that we use.
Yeah, I have a free account. I think I can test with that one for now.
So yesterday I talked with our partners. I guess we're a customer of theirs. Cyber Pop-Up. They do like third-party audits, which we're currently addressing the things that were pointed out from the audit. Dan's on that. When I was talking to, Kimberly's, Dan knows her from like high school. She introduced us, and now we're kind of trying to help each other out. She had mentioned, with the new pivot going towards auditing, that one way to find people that really had the pain point is you just find the people that have been fined, right? So some companies have been fined millions and millions of dollars for HIPAA violations, PCI, whatever. So they have a real pain, right? So they need to, they felt the pain, so they need to prevent it from happening again. So just with a quick Google, you can see a bunch of, I think like Home Depot got slammed for losing credit cards, right? And they got huge fine for that. So I'm gonna see if I can figure out like what are those companies, reach out, see if I can help them as kind of get the leads, see if those are pretty much qualified leads if they're using Slack. But we're not necessarily going to go after like the Home Depots and stuff like that. They're too big for us. We need to go for small, medium-sized businesses to start. And then once we get the small, medium-sized businesses, then we start doing the stuff that lines us up to deal with the bigger guys, getting SOC 2 compliance and all that fun stuff, so we can show and prove that we're, their data is secure. I don't think there's anything in particular that we're doing now that's insecure, and we're working hard on the looking at open. Oh, that's one thing we can maybe use is the open chat LLM. So that's being stood up. If we fail, we can maybe fall back to our privately hosted.
All right.
So I think Alice stood it up yesterday. She ran some problems and she created a GitHub issue on their stuff. So when we stand that up, we'll have an endpoint that we can hit. We'll put a wrapper on it for some security, so not, and lock it down for IP or IPs. but that is initially going to be for detection of sensitive stuff that we want redacted, right? And but we still need a, maybe we were redacted with a fake thing. So if they put a credit card number in, we redact it with 1 2 3 4 5 6 whatever.
Yeah.
Or because if we just say like redacted, then our embeddings suck.
Yeah.
Right. So because we can't make the embeddings with OpenAI with the fear of there's sensitive data that we don't want embedded. And it's not even that we're creating the embeddings with that information because you can't reverse out of it. It's a matter of the fact that we're sending it over to a third party who want to keep it within our cloud. So
Makes sense.
that's one of the top priorities for me is to get that going. The other thing was I was going to do it this morning, but ChatGPT was down, which is the shim layer, getting off of Pinecone, going over to an open source solution for vector database. So I will continue on that. Although people have been sued before in the past for doing like high fidelity APIs with existing solutions, right? So there was a whole lawsuit with like Oracle and Java, where they replicated the APIs so they can plug in their own thing, and then they got sued for like copyright. So I have to check the. Maybe I won't make it exact, but it'll be like an easy.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't need to be exactly the same.
Yeah, I won't make it exactly the same, but it'll be very easy to port over, right? So we don't get sued by Pinecone.
Yeah.
I won't use the same name. I'll have an extra argument, and it'll be like fake argument equals, you put your garbage in there.
Yeah.
But that is something to. I don't know what the final ruling was of can you replicate APIs. I guess it would depend on the license, right?
Yeah. I guess as long as you don't like copy the whole implementation, if you just use, you are taking it as an example this time.
Yeah. So I need. Yeah, I'll look into the license. Because either then maybe I'll just design my own without if the license restricted. I don't even want to look at it. All right, because then who got sued before? Was it Linus who did Linux or something? Someone was doing an implementation. And they're like, "Oh, you looked at our source code, and then you went and did your
Oh,
thing."
it wasn't like, yeah, or Linux or Microsoft or Apple, one of the big ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Someone got sued for looking at source code and then like reverse engineering it to do an open source version, and they got in trouble. So we don't want any beef. We got our other problems. We got product market fit problems to solve before we do that. Let's see other stuff. I posted on Reddit to roast our website. So we'll see if anybody roasts it.
Nice.
I said, don't give us any constructive feedback. Just talk shit. Talk as much shit as you want. Might be that community is too nice. Although I have seen some people post like mean things, and when someone's like roast my site, someone will post like your thing sucks, right? And
You can.
he asked for a roast. So,
Did you get access to like Vision on GPT?
did I get access to the vision? No,
Oh.
I still haven't even gotten access to the GPTs. So here, let me show
No,
you.
I think like too few people
Oh,
have access to
I
GPTs.
got a response. Let me show you this. Let me close this conversation.
I got access to Vision and I can send like my presentation slides, and yeah, it gives me feedback. So that's nice.
So here's the thing. I said, roast my site. I'm not looking for constructive feedback. Just talk shit, lots of shit. And then this person, your site is so shitty that your hero image is pixelated on mobile. Is that how to do this? LOL. Is it pixelated?
I don't know.
Hold on. I need to check. I don't think it's pixelated.
No, it's not.
It's not pixelated. but he got me.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we get any other funny comments. I'll share it tomorrow. See if there's any good roast. Yeah. So I did we did the whole site, moved it, just focusing on auditing and compliance. If you saw any feedback, anything that you saw that.
No. Something but it's not new. That logo that we have with like colors and thing doesn't look good, and I don't know why, but let me see if I can share my screen. It's cropped. Share screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, let me share. Okay. Oh, what happened there? Jeez Louise.
I
Oh,
don't
it's
know.
'cause I made the thing so I fixed that. I can fix that right now.
Yeah, and I will use like a regular logo because this image is pixelated. The background of this it's not that clear. I don't know.
All
It
right,
looks
hold on.
like it's not high quality.
This is the main site. Oh yeah, yes, the landing page. Yeah, because the text used to be less, so now it's like trying to match, right?
Oh, yeah.
So let me fix that. Uh, what's your screen resolution?
I have a 2K monitor.
Huh, I don't see. Oh, okay, I got it. I got it. No, 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 no. I don't know how to replicate. Oh, there it is. Okay, let me fix that. Uh, min height. I'll do a max height. Okay, try to refresh in 5 seconds. It looks pixelated to you?
I think it's like
Try
the
refreshing now. I got mad Webflow skills.
it's not cropped anymore, but I don't know, the background image, I don't know, it doesn't look that neat. Like it's like a bit blurry. I don't know, I don't like it.
Okay,
Maybe it's
I'll
not
come up with a
pixelated.
new image that is in line with that section. Uh, compliance solutions.
Maybe you can generate something with DALI.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take the text that we have there. I'll ask when ChatGPT comes back on, or I'll ask Haley, give me a text image prompt that relays this compliance solution, and then I'll Photoshop it up because we have to do like transparent. So I need and Dolly doesn't do transparency, so I need to put it into there and do the magic eraser and stuff. Sometimes this takes time to do right um, for these transparent images. All right,
Yeah.
thanks for pointing that out. Anything else?
No.
Oh, the other problem that I saw yesterday was so I asked for maybe you saw me ask for anyone if they posted credentials in our Slack, right? And it responded one message, someone posted, "Oh no, my password," like as a joke, but he had posted a hash that he ended up deleting. So, but you know that from the context, right? Even though he said, "Oh no, my password," if you look at the context, you know it's a joke. So the problem is that we're missing context, and that's when you're doing conversations at the top level. And I thought we were when you do a message, you do the previous 2 messages also.
Yeah.
He deleted the hash, right? So it's not there in the when you after we index it, so it's not there. But it should be able to. I don't know how it's going to figure out it's a joke.
Uh,
But it's
yeah,
a
I think.
positive.
Yeah, but I guess we are not going to be like. I think we will send like warnings, and we don't want like to
We're
fuel
not
it.
deleting anything. Like it's going to be, you
Yeah.
get notified. We notify you, hey, this message might be a violation of, and then we'll specify the rule, and then you can have a conversation with her to learn about it, right? Like, oh, what else can I not do according to PCI DDS rules and regulations?
Yeah.
Okay, but still, because when I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's a joke, and GPT-4 is smart enough to figure that out. So it's not a matter of the LLM not understand it. It was the LLM didn't have the context.
Right. Yeah.
So we need to figure out how to, because sometimes you have these top level conversations that aren't in threads. We need to have the context of it from the high level conversation, because especially noobs, they don't use threads. They don't know about threads. So you're going to have these conversations that are at the highest level, and it's easier too. It takes more clicks to go into a thread than if you're just talking at a high level. Especially if I'm just like talking to you in a direct message or whatever, right? I'm not going to necessarily go into deep threads for everything. So let's have a conversation with you about that. See how we can add in more context to help our smarts get smarter.
Okay. Yeah, I think we are. Are we like using our like this thread summary as a context, or?
I don't know. We are doing thread summaries, but I
Yeah.
don't know. Is that for each? Let's say you do the top K. Are you getting the summaries fetched? I don't know. I don't think we're doing that. I don't think we're fetching some, only if the summary like hit or something with Asiera. He's the one that implemented it.
Okay.
But I need I need that thing as soon as possible. So we need to get into production as soon as possible so I can start getting feedback. We need to start making some money.
All right.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, not from me.
All right. Yeah. Look into let me do the legwork. I'll look into replicate and stuff like that if it makes sense. Just
Okay.
give me prompts to test, right?
Okay.
Like, just send me like the straight prompt that you're sending so I can try it out to see if it does summaries or whatever. And then
Great.
if it looks good, then we'll go that route for the backup. We stay with
All right.
GPT-4 Turbo for everything until we have OpenAI die again.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. All right. Thanks, Raj.
All right. Later.